Look here at birdie.
And putt coming up a ridge, one you might have to hit a little firmer to take some of the breakout.
Oh, yes, plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he'll get it now to 4 under par, just 2 shots off the lead. Frank, as you know, depending on the time of year, you could see gray whales out on Carmel Bay, sea otters feeding on abalone, sea lions sunbathing on the rocks, or you could see none of it because this 9th hole absolutely demands your full attention.
Well, there's a different sort of mammal trying to play this hole. That first bunker on the left side, that shouldn't be in play, but this hole tilts so much from left to right, I think it sort of funnels you towards the sea otters and the whales.
That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Well, when you find your ball in the fairway at the 9th, you hit a great tee shot, one of the most difficult fairways to hit on the entire golf course, but now it opens up the opportunity to hit a great second.
Oh, he's come out of the gates today beautifully, and there is another chance.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. If only they could all be that short. Very well played there, and it results in an easy birdie. So this a successful day's work. Frank tied for the lead after day 1.
We look at that leaderboard, Rich, and it's always nice to see nobody out in front. So it's just like an absolute pack. So I'm curious to see what...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From beautiful Pebble Beach, California, it's live second-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Well, let's face it, Mother Nature's just showing off this week. Pebble Beach, one of the crown jewels of American sport in all its glory. As we look at the Friday leaderboard, we're looking at a tie at the top at 7 under par. Let's get into the action as we pick things up at the par 3 7th. Okay, center of the green. Good shot. Let's bring in Ea Pga III for a look at birdie.
And a very makeable look here. Not too much undulation at all. Maybe just a slight move to the right.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. And he gets it to 2 under for today's round and 8 under for the tournament. From the famous par 3 7th to the equally famous par 4 8. Frank, what a hole.
It is, Rich, and it starts, in my opinion, the best 3 consecutive par 4s in golf. This one's a little bit of a blind tee shot. That white rock that's just up ahead, that's your line. If you hit it over the right side of that, your run out is about 250 yards. If you go a little left of that, you've got another 20 yards up your sleeve. But do not go further than that.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway. From the fairway, we check in with Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he's worked it to 9 under par. We finished the front side with what is often considered the most difficult hole at Pebble Beach. 483-yard par 4 9th. Ocean all down the right and bunkers and deep rough on the left. No room for error here. Yeah, that's a beautiful tee shot. Now watch this go. Oh, it's going to trundle right on down the slope. We'll remind you that coming up next week, we move from the serenity of the Pacific Ocean here at Pebble Beach to a scene that will be anything but calm. That is the Waste Management Phoenix Open down at TPC Scottsdale. Frank, I always think different venues, sort of different soundtracks. Pebble is crashing waves with Argyle sweaters. The Waste Management Phoenix Open, it's like a nightclub in Prague at about 2 in the morning.
And I've been to Prague too, yeah. Except Prague doesn't have the 700,000 people. It's the greatest gate. Some say the greatest show on grass. It really is. That 16th hole, I'll tell you just one quick little story. Tom Watson, in his heyday with the late Bruce Edwards on the bag, it was the one hole he changed his routine. He would get Bruce to go ahead to the tee, all those people around, and he'd just say, give me the club and hit it. It was the one time he broke tradition. It's absolute frenzy at Scottsdale. It's a solid shot and a green in regulation, but a little away from the band.
Now this for birdie.
And he may have to play a little right to left break here just because it's a downhill putt, but it shouldn't be that much.
Nope. So this will be a par, and he'll remain at -3. Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Kane cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
and safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Oh, wow, that is some kind of putt. Perfect speed, perfect line. It's in for a birdie. And he's got it to 3 under now, just 2 back. So for our featured golfer, Frank, they're in good position here for the weekend. Just a couple of shots back of our leader.
Basically, it's just birdie, bogey, and they're tied. I think that's the way we've got to look at it come...
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From breathtaking Pebble Beach, California, it's live third-round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Beautiful weather here in this early February fixture for golf fans, and if you're locked in winter's vice grip, well, this represents a bit of hope on the horizon as we check the leaderboard. Scott Stallings is on top. He's at 11 under. Let's get into the action here as we begin at the par 3 fifth. Okay, safely aboard. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
I think he fancies his chances over this one. Very makeable.
You betcha, what a roll there. That is in for a birdie. And he'll get it to 1 under for the round, 10 under for the tournament. Frank, here we are, another good scoring opportunity, the dramatic par 5 6th.
It's easy to have that view of Stillwater Cove on the right, but that, needless to say, is not the place to go. Those 5 bunkers down the left really determine your strategy off the tee. Plus, you're playing from elevation, nearly 20 yards extra off the tee. So that run out at 360 at the end of the fairway, believe me, that's in play.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Ea Pga III.
Wonderful tee shot here. Biggest challenge is you cannot see the pin sitting on the green. You're going to have to pick out a point along the edge of the cliffs to get the ball on line.
Didn't check, Frank.
Yeah, just not enough spin on that. Really, I mean, that almost like took that first bounce and just ricocheted forward.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he had to be thinking about making that kind of talent. He possesses the good hands. Beautiful shot right there, and that is an eagle. Moving on to the 106-yard par 3-7. One of the most beautiful holes in the world. Craggy rocks, blue skies, and the beckoning Pacific beyond. Absolutely breathtaking. I mean, this is a clinic in how to play the game. Just keep everything hole high, give yourself a look for birdie, and that's what he'll have coming up. Well done. That one rolled in for a birdie, and he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. We head now to the 416-yard 8th hole, one of the premier par 4s in golf. Fairway wood or long iron off the tee, giving way to a long approach over the cliffs and a yawning chasm below. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. From the fairway, let's go to Noda.
Beautiful tee shot, great position looking at this green, and there are no easy options here. You got bunkers up the left, bunkers on the right. You have balls that are going to find their way into the penalty area. Requires precision execution.
Nine feet remaining here for birdie. Okay, right on line. That's a birdie here at the 8th. And he's got it to 14 under par.
Frank, you might be tempted to just stare off at the Pacific Ocean. It's right there. But you'd also better have your focus on what is one of the more challenging par 4s in the game.
Yeah, this stretch, 8, 9, 10, demands just not just concentration, but really great shots. The tee shot here has to be struck absolutely flush down that left side. And the reason why, if you look closely, is this fairway, everything moves to the right. So if you sort of pitch it in the middle of the fairway or the right-hand side of the fairway, it's going to go in the rough and leave you a really difficult second shot. So a great drive here is rewarded. Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
Second shot from the rough, down to Iona.
We have 124 yards left to the hole. Pin on the left-hand side of this green, so with his ball sitting in the rough on the right-hand side, I'd be surprised if he doesn't put this close.
Here we go.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
11 feet away. The line perfect there, and that's in for a birdie. So what a tournament it has been to this point for our featured golfer. They've opened up a commanding lead here after 54 holes.
Just a good fit for the golf course, Rich. Long enough straight.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From spectacular Pebble Beach, California, final round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Tell you what, we have seen some tremendous golf this week, outdone only by the incredible beauty that is the coastline of the Monterey Peninsula as we check the Sunday leaderboard. Our leader here on this Sunday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 1 entering play. So let's get out to the course, already deep into the round as we head to the tee on the par 4 15th. Oh, that hit the flagstick. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And it looks pretty much straight overall, but it's going to pick up a lot of pace as it heads down this slope. Needs to be careful.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And stop the presses if you've heard this before. He's well on his way to yet another victory on the year. Now the heart begins to race a little bit because you know you're playing one of the greatest finishing stretches in the entire sport of golf. Starting with a 16th, it's only 400 yards. If you can carry that island bunker, you can jumpstart your run to the house with a birdie 3.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Yeah, that's good putt. A birdie here at 1. And that may just about seal it. It's now a 3-shot lead with 2 holes to play. From Jack at the 1972 U.S. Open to Tom Watson, the same championship, 1982. A 182-yard par 3 penultimate hole at Pebble Beach has provided historical drama time after time. Oh, yeah, nice shot there, right of the hole, and how about that for his birdie? Oh, how about the run here? That a 3rd consecutive birdie, and the lead up to 4 now with 1 hole to play.
Frank, you don't need to say a whole lot. AT&T, Pebble Beach.
It's such a beautiful finishing hole, Rich. Two of my favorites really are this hole here, just looking at that tee shot, and the 18th at St. Andrews because of exactly where you are. But, you know, this hole, when you look at the water there, Stillwater Cove, it's so beautifully framed by the bunkers. And then when you start to look at the tee shot, you start to notice what the designer's done, just leaving the tree there in the middle of the fairway. So the decision is, do I play short, left, or right? And it's not the only tree on the hole, too, because that upcoming second shot, you have another tree short right to contend with. But if there's ever a hole you want a birdie to finish, this is the one.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
This only about 5 feet for birdie. Oh yeah, birdies on 15, 16, 17, and 18. So this a tremendous week of golf, and in the end, for our featured player, Frank, it's a third career victory.
And a good one. They're starting to come a little quicker. I think confidence is starting to grow. It'll be really interesting these next 12 months to see if they can absolutely springboard from this position.
So that's it for us. For Frank, Noda, Iona, and our entire crew, Rich Lerner saying, thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time on EA Sports PGA Tour. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From perpetually sunny Scottsdale, Arizona, it's live opening round coverage of the WM Phoenix Open. It is called the People's Open. Enthusiastic crowds have been the norm. 700,000 fans expected through the turnstiles this week. As we check the early leaderboard, We've got a tie at the top at 6 under par. We get into the action here starting at the par 3 fourth. A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Well, this one's more or less straight in terms of line, but we're going down a slight downhill. Needs to be careful, delicate touch required.
Pretty good read there. Definitely good speed, and it just skips a foot or so by. Okay, that one finished off. It's a par here at 4, and he'll stay at level par. Now to the 5th hole and a challenging par 4.
Slightly longer this year, played off a new tee at the back, and there used to be 2 bunkers down the right side. They've now been put together to form one, and in the perfect position that really make you think about your tee shot. It takes a very big drive to try and carry that bunker on the right. It's going to be at least 315 plus yards to get past that. Green itself still tilts a little left to right and back towards the player.
And that will do just fine. Breeze at his back shoulder as he lines up his second from the fairway.
And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. Par 4 6 is not overly long at 432 yards, a dogleg to the left. It's all about avoiding those bunkers that flank both sides of the fairway. If you do, yet again, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. That one's going to hit hard, get a little bit of run out, and that is going to wind up just fine. Down on the course, let's check in with Ea Pga Tour.
152 to the hole, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back to back.
And that one barely makes the front of the green. Do you realize if you just miss hit the middle of the club by 1/4 of an inch, you lose 10%? That's right, 10%.
Well, this one is tracking. It's not a good line. Look out. This one could be really good. Sensational. What a putt there from a long way out. That somehow goes down for a birdie. On to the par 3 7th, 215 yards from that back tee box, Frank.
This hole hasn't really changed. Still has that V-shaped green where it's very narrow in the front. A high-flying shot in here that carries that front edge, and you'll find the further and further you go back there, the more receptive and that green starts to widen.
Oh, he flushed that one, and that just got up in the breeze and took off on him.
It's been a good start to the round, and more evidence there. Beautiful touch from around the green.
That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7, and he'll stay at 2 under. There's a good hole right here. The par 4 8th at 475 yards, a slight dog leg to the left. This is where you want to hit that sweeper. If you have that in your bag, get a little extra roll on that hooking tee shot from there, you'll have a chance to make a birdie. Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Gotta think this an extra half club or more as he sets for his second into the wind. Gonna have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter, because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back. Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th, and he'll remain in red figures at 1 under. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own game.